Hey everybody, this your girl Miss Classy coming to you day 11. Yes, it is day 11 for your Walk-A-Holic challenge. I really truly hope that you all are doing great out there. I want to give a special shout out to K Money and Sky's Limit. Great job, ladies, great job. Did you know that those that suffer from asthma, walking in the cold, especially snow, is the best time to walk, to do any type of cardio. Being that I have asthma, I used to love going out there and doing my cardio out there in the cold. That is the best time. So I want to give a shout out to you ladies. Great job, awesome. Keep up the great work. Don't forget the Fitbit challenge is March 14th. Keep up the great work. Get your scores submitted in. Get your walking time. How many steps you have done. Get that submitted in. I also want to remind you of the Valentine's Day giveaway. Why am I blurry? Remind you of the Valentine's Day giveaway. The description is look at the Valentine's Day video for what is entailed in order to win. Everybody can get something from the Valentine's Day giveaway. Okay? That is going to end February 14th on the Valentine's Day giveaway. And the Walk-A-Holic challenge ends March 14th. Okay? Don't forget to subscribe to Honey's Healthy Life channel, and also email her at honeyshealthylife@gmail.com, and she will give you all the instructions that you need when it comes to what you need for eating healthy, those 1 inches, pounds, and how she does things when it comes to the healthy eating. You know, when you're doing physical fitness, the physical walking challenge, any type of cardio, you have to have a good eating, a healthy eating that goes with it. Okay? So make sure you subscribe to Honey Lot at Honey's Healthy Life channel, and email her at honeyshealthylife@gmail.com. KPR at That Girl Can Draw also have a challenge coming up, a drawing challenge, and that is on this challenge a fireplace. Okay, so sub to her, and it is something positive to get involved in. You'll be surprised at what it is you can and can't do. Me, your girl, can't draw. Okay, so yeah, I will YouTube it all day, every day, and let YouTube walk me through the steps. Okay. Look at some of the channels that are very positive. Still Cross. Check that brother out. That brother can cook. Okay? That brother can cook. Why am I blurry? Is it me? I guess when my eyes go blurry, everything go blurry. Okay. That brother can cook. Alright? Check that brother out. Still Cross. And check out and see what he's cooking up in his kitchen. You'd be surprised at what he got cooking up for you. So check him out. Alright? If you're not subscribed to all of Straight Drop channels, make sure you hit those channels up. YouTube Court TV, Food, Clothing, Media, and Shelter. Make sure you subscribe to them. K Money has spoken words. Hit her up. Y'all, charge it to my heart, my mind, and not my heart, because I'm really sitting here trying to think and look at TV and walk all at the same time. Even though I'm done, I just have to keep going. It's something about when you start walking, you just can't stop. And plus, you know who, I ain't gonna say no name, big brother, but you know I'm coming for you. Yeah. I know you're going to look at this and you're going to be laughing on the other end, but you already know I'm coming for you. So, even though I done met my requirement that I normally meet, but you know I'm coming for you. So, I ain't going to say no name. Ha, 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 ha. But I'm coming for you. So, you know I had to squinch them little eyes and I'm smiling all at the same time. Yes, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. Okay, so... Okay, I said the other day that I was going to talk about this baby. And even though this is old, it caught my attention because I was reading. And it just so happened to pop across my timeline. And I said, let me read this and see what's going on with this. And it was about this 8-year-old baby named Hawaii Robinson, who went missing on the 16th of September. And her father was charged with sodomizing her and her murder. And her body, I believe, was found. Okay, we're leaning forward. Why? Why are we leaning? Okay, so we're back in focus. And her body was found on September 18th, right? And she was found lying on her back, and her lower part of her body was unclothed. A public city worker was the one that found her on the side of a rubber road underneath some trash. When she was found, her arms was bent at a 45-degree angle. Her wrist was on top of a wooden cross that was laying on top of that trash that her body was found. She had on a Hello Kitty top that was above her navel. And her right leg was extended outward, and her left leg was bent at the knee. And just barely hanging on to her left of her knee was her underwear. She last spoke to her father somewhere around 3:30. And they spoke for 17 minutes. And she was supposed to be meeting him at a cousin's house to get $150 from him. They last seen this baby at 3:30. They did not report her missing until 10 8:30 that night. That's a long time for an 8-year-old to be gone, first and foremost. And then that's a very long time before anyone report her missing. Now, before going there, like I said, she had talked to her father, and she talked to him for like 17 minutes. And talking to him for 17 minutes, you know, she told her grandmother that she was going to her cousin's house and she was going to meet her dad there and get the money. When this baby didn't return home, that's when, at 10, that's when they reported her missing. The FBI then recovered video footage showing a red sport utility vehicle turning left onto Bear Fork Road on September 16th at 4:03. Then leaving out of a camera view after making another turn. Hawaii father was driving a similar vehicle, a red SUV, which belongs to his girlfriend, that same day that he was supposed to be meeting his daughter at 4:03. Hawaii was also seen at 4:03 on that same corner that the camera video surveillance seen that red SUV turning on that road that she was walking on. Another vehicle, another video had placed Hawaii inside a furniture store standing in line. Then another video placed her in a convenience store. Another video placed her again at a gas station in a strip mall. And then there's another video sometime later that placed her talking to a woman in a line buying Reese's Pieces Buttercup. The video shows this baby leaving the store at 4:10. So if you got all these videos, one at 4:03 showing her on the same corner as this red SUV, and then you got all these other videos showing her in a line talking to this lady, and then at 4:10 you got a video showing this baby leaving the store, walking in the same direction she was coming from. And at 4:11 you see in the video this red SUV going in the south direction of Bear Fork Road. And then 15 minutes after leaving the store on September 16th, this baby calls her grandmother. After the baby calls her grandmother, the father proceeded to call the baby's grandmother a total of 3 different times, looking for his daughter. After getting permission, once the grandmother had reported the baby missing, see, I'm not liking this. Once the grandmother had reported the baby missing, right? We're not doing too well. Once the grandmother had reported the baby missing, then investigators got permission from the father's girlfriend to then search the vehicle the father was driving. And that's where they found a clear beaded strand of Hawaii's hair and black duct tape in the SUV. They proceeded to get a warrant to search the girlfriend's house. Upon searching her house, they found video surveillance showing that the baby had been there inside the home around 7 p.m. on the 16th, the day she went missing. That night, the video surveillance also showed the father acting in a weird manner, holding a pair of pants as if he did not want anything to do with it, in a very suspicious manner. Upon that search, they did not find those pants that was seen in that video surveillance. Hawaii father told officers 5 different stories as to him seeing his daughter. Those officers later in a trial testified on those 5 different stories, those statements that he talked about, that he told them. He even said the last time he seen his daughter was September 12th, which video surveillance which video surveillance of his home have his daughter at his house on the 16th at 7 p.m. Prior to the finding of his daughter's body, Hawaii father was cooperating with investigators, but after discovery of her body, he became very aggravated, very agile, and he stopped cooperating with them. He was like, no more. He wasn't cooperating with them anymore. On the day of his sentence, right? When asked, do he have anything to say? This is what her father had to say. You took me away from my family. You took me away from my friends. You took me away from my fishing trips. All on a lie. But believe me, I will be back out here again. You all need to remember this face, because I will be back. Based off of that statement alone, they sentenced him to 100 years. This is the issue with this case, right? We all know when there is children involved in a relationship, the relationship go awry. The father may leave the baby mama. The baby mama may leave the father. Another woman come into play. Another man come into play. Who pays for it? The child. It becomes very bitter. If the father left the mother and another woman come into play, you always have that baby mama drama. The mama don't want the daddy to see the child, or the daddy don't want the mama to see the child. You got to have his side of the family involved in the drama, her side of the family involved in the drama. It's always something. It's never where, you rarely find where all sides are mature. That's very rare. And when you do find the rarity that him, his side, her side are mature when it comes to the kids, that's rare. But it always is never where the woman can say, what happened between us happened. She's not talking negative about the father. She's actually encouraging the child to be more in the father's life. And the father is doing the same. In this case, many witnesses testified as to the living conditions of this 8-year-old when it came to her mother. Men passed through, in and out of the mother home. The child was left unsupervised on many occasions with many men outside of the presence of the mother. At times, the child was exposed to different types of drugs around, alcohol in her presence. Even her special ed teacher came and testified that on the day of this baby's disappearance, she showed up with this very lucrative, expensive designer purse. That was very unusual for this baby. His mother came and testified that it was not unusual for her, this baby, to disappear. Sometimes 1, 2, 3 days at a time. And she would go stay at friend's house, male house, or whatever. She would disappear. The mother had to be the go-between. His mother was the go-between between that child's father and the mother when it came to exchanging of the money or anything dealing with that child due to what was going on between them, because to keep a understanding. Okay, so we just stop it when we want to, huh? Yeah, we just stop when we want to, huh? Oh, I don't reach my time. Wow, really? Okay, so, all right. To keep a mutual understanding between them so that it's not where the mother is around the father and the father is not around the mother, and something may happen or whatever the case may be. So his mother had to be the go-between when the father needed to get things to his daughter. I've heard that. I've actually witnessed that. I've actually had a soldier like that, where he left his wife because of some things that was going on. She used the children. She actually tried to destroy his career. She even threatened to kill the kids. Family services, ACS, everybody had got involved. It was a whole big to do. It was a lot. It was a lot. All of us, me being his platoon sergeant, his NCO, all of us, we had to be the go-between when it came to him wanting to see the kids. She had to bring the kids to us. He had to meet us somewhere to get the kids. When it came time to take the kids back, he brought the kids. We was at one place and he left and she came and got the kids. So, yeah, I've heard of that, unfortunately. So, the question is, Was he wrongly convicted? Did he really kill his daughter? Was all of the evidence really truly gathered? Or did he really kill his daughter? Granted, this case took place back in, 2014, 2015. But was it looked at based upon just the mother, and because he was the father, and the daughter was last going to see the father? When it comes to the system, and when it comes to the child, DNA evidence was collected from the anal of this baby, but it was tainted as it was collected, which made it inconclusive that he sodomized his baby. And there really wasn't any other evidence other than the video surveillance. So my question is, the video surveillance of the red SUV, did it specifically show him driving that particular red SUV, or was it just a red? He was driving his girlfriend's red SUV. The surveillance said a red vehicle. So was it pinpointed that particular SUV, that make and model? Did it show a African American male, or did it show him? If the daughter had been at his house on the 17th, could it not have been where somewhere along the line those cameras could have been set to that timeline? I'm just asking these questions. These are hypothetical questions, because I'm asking that question because my husband took a picture of the red moon, and on the date got 2000 on it. But we know the red moon was just a couple days ago, right? These are all hypothetical questions that I'm asking, really. Did prosecution, did the investigators, did everybody do everything thorough when it came to ensuring they had the right person? If he did it, he did it. If they got the wrong person, they got the wrong person. But when it comes to that baby, I think it's about justice. They're so quick to point the fingers to the parents. Look at that Jolie baby. They was quick to say that daddy did it, because he had that scratch and that bump on that eye. They were quick to say that. They were quick to point the finger, oh, daddy did it. They were quick to look at that. %90 of the time when it comes to the death of a child, it is by the hands of the parents. But what about the other 10% of the time when it's by the hands of someone the parents have had around, like a family member, a friend, or a stranger. These are just some of the things that we as the people have to keep in mind. You know, I got my paperwork because I was summoned. I was summoned as a juror. I got to laugh off of that one. I've been looking at that paperwork for the past 3 days. I've been looking at that paperwork for the past 3 days now. Yeah, I was summoned. I got jury duty, y'all. One thing for sure, two things for certain. I probably won't make it on that jury because they don't like to hear that you got a degree in criminal justice. They don't like to hear that you got a degree in legal studies, and they don't like to hear. They definitely don't like for ex-soldiers, retirees to be sitting on them. That's one thing for sure. Two things for certain. I just don't think that all of the evidence was gathered correctly when it came to this baby. I still think the real person that did this to this baby is out there. I'm not saying that the father is completely innocent. I'm not saying that he's completely guilty. I'm just saying you have to look at all of the facts and you have to look at all of the evidence. That's just my take on it. Once again, please check out Honey Lot at her channel, Honey's Healthy Life. Also, email her at honeyshealthylife@gmail.com so that you can get on the right track of a healthy living. The Walk-A-Holic Challenge ends March 14th. Please get your steps in. It's about who has the most steps, okay? So make sure you clocking those steps, all right? You got to step it out, clock those steps. Get your steps in. Again, great job, awesome job. Sky's the limit, awesome job. K-Money, y'all getting out there in that snow. Y'all getting out there in that snow, and y'all doing the darn thing. Okay? Remind me of Korea, Fort Campbell, in Germany. When we had to get out there in that snow and run and walk and all that good stuff. You know, when we had black ice, we couldn't run, so we had to walk it. Don't forget about the Valentine's Day giveaway, February 14th. And on that, y'all stay positive. Check out those channels. Look for the positive channels that's going to encourage you to do good. And stay blessed. This, the Walk-A-Holic Day Challenge 11. I'll be coming back to you in another day or so to check up on you to see where you at. It's your girl, Miss Classy. Y'all stay blessed, okay?